Okay, here's a look at the Legacy Breakdown, which is the final member of the Stunticons. So I actually got this on Sunday from Amazon, and my point to that is I did not have to go spending time, gas, money hunting for this figure in the stores. So thankfully with the pre-orders, I will eventually get it. So that's that. And now just a quick look at the box. Nothing special about the Hasbro mainline package. But here's the front with that hollow window. The back with some product images. The side, some other figures. The other side, image of the breakdown. Top with the QR code you could scan if you want. Bottom, warnings and stuff. So nothing special about their box. And now let's just take a close-up look at the figure, and let's actually compare this with the animation model, because first of all, it doesn't look like the animation model, which you would expect. This is a straight-up repaint of their Wild Rider figure, and I'm really disappointed because you know, they did a repaint, retool of this figure, but they did a really cheap, lazy job of it. So one of the things was this spoiler. They could have retooled the vehicle to be more like a Lamborghini, but they didn't. And let's bring out the animation model so I could point out again. They didn't even sculpt some details, like the legs should have those two circles, but it doesn't. It should have like a Decepticon symbol up here on his chest, but they don't. It's just, yeah, I can go on and on about all the complaints of disappointment, but nothing that other reviewers didn't already mention. So now let's bring out the previous version, the Combiner Wars. And you can see this one also is not meant to look like the cartoon, but I think they did a much better job in terms of a toy product than this version. I mean, look at this. They even gave you the Decepticon symbol here. They even gave you the two circle things on his thighs there. The weapon, of course, is different. And that's another thing. Here you only get one gun, but the other Stunticons you get two guns, and I think that's because they're considering this, well, we're giving you two weapons, so we only need to give you one. That's just another stupid thing I think Hasbro market strategy team does. So I'm going to call them out on all the little stuff because I'm actually starting to lose interest in a lot of these mainline retail figures because there's always going to be issues back and forth, so you can never complete this to a perfect set. So if you want to get them, I think it's better to get masterpiece figures like from Fans Toys or DX9, or even the mini masterpiece by Magic Square, which I don't like doing these comparisons, but I think this best illustrates my point here. You can see, look at that. They do a much better job on this. So I think it's better to invest your money on these figures than the mainline retail. That's my opinion. And after I complete, because I'm a completist, you know, all the characters, I'm done with mainline retail because they're always never ever going to be as good as a third party or masterpiece. So that's that. So now let's transform this and see what it looks like in the vehicle mode. So first, remove the accessories, remove his one gun, bring down the chest, fold in his head, tuck it in, lift up his arms, straighten them out, so they're flush. And then fold in these hands that are on a ratchet. And then rotate the hip around 180. Turn it around, lift up these feet, open up his lower legs. Let's see, you can bring down this window. And let's see, fold his legs up, which is on this hinge, not the upper hinge. I guess you could tab these in also. And then bring him over, tab it in, and then fold up these arms. And then once you get the arms in, then you could close this. But there is a little nub here, this blue little nub. You want to make sure you push that in so it goes over like so. Do the same on this side. Bring up this arm. Oops, this is supposed to be opened. Bring up the arm. Make sure you get it in. Then you could close this leg and make sure that nub right there is on top. And then, let's see here, you want to bring this up like, open these up a little bit and bring it to like 90, about 45, 90 degrees, and then close it in just like so. While you're bringing it down, close it. That's the easiest way to handle this, and then just push this down. And when you're transforming it, you got to push this down and lift up this window here like so. So now, and the parts former, this spoiler, which this is one of my complaints with this figure. They shouldn't have done that. So now we have breakdown in his vehicle mode. Oh man. So what can I say that others didn't already complain about? This is just a straight up repaint of Wild Rider with the added spoiler, taking off an extra weapon. And it does not look like a Lamborghini. So let's do this. Let's compare this with the animation model. And you can see, yeah, the difference here. Yeah, they didn't even sculpt it like that little triangle on the top. No Decepticon symbol on the door. So yeah, I mean, I can go on and on about all the complaining disappointment, but this is what we have. Even the window is not like the Lamborghini window. So just a lot of disappointments. But aside from that, this is a mainline retail figure. So at least they did color it white with a little blue with the red detail and a Decepticon symbol. So this is the best that we're going to get with this figure. And now let's compare this with their previous version, the Combiner Wars. And look at this one. I don't know. They're both representative of the character, but I mean, you just decide. I think this one actually looks better. This one's shaped at least a little bit more like a Lamborghini, and so that's just a comparison there. So nothing much more to say. So now let's just transform this back to robot mode. Okay, so now that we have him back in robot mode, let's bring out the rest of his teammates so we can get a better look at all of them. So here's Motor Master. Let's zoom this out and let's see. Let's bring out Drag Strip so we can see. Let's put him back. see, let's bring out his mold meat Wild Rider. Wild Rider's always crazy, so he should be in a good pose. Yeah, let's get him in a wild pose. Something maybe like that. Wild Rider. And dead end. And now we have all 5 of the Stunticons. So here's a look at all 5. And you gotta say, for mainline retail, these do look nice. These really do look nice. Motormaster, the Wild Rider, Dead End, good Breakdown, and Drag Strip. I mean, at least the colors are there. At least they did a somewhat decent job representing the Stunticon, so it looks nice. So now next video is gonna be seeing what it looks like in combined mode to see their Menasor. So that's my look at the last member of the Stunticons, Breakdown.
Maybe I can short out my energon bars. As I pre-ducted. Hey, how'd he get out?